it.
So Dolores wants to give you a tour in a bit, but she did want me to walk you through and just show you that he had his hand in every single one of these pots. He watered every single plant here. He ate the fruit off these trees. And so, you know, she sees this garden as her memory of him and them working together every Saturday.
Lookouts, report!
Starboard side, all clear.
We got this one in the bag.
The game isn't over until it's over.
Fire! They're closing in! Come about! Make ready to return fire!
Aye, aye. Get him!
This.
Fire! Take this! Take this! Hear my call! We got him now! It ends here! Here we go! Fire! Fire! Take this! Defense! It ends here!
Scuttle 'em!
Take this! Hear my call! Woohoo!
Okay.
Cannons! Take this!
Uh-oh.
Look there! Behind you!
Well done, mate!
Get him! Fire! Fire!
Eyes to your right!
Cannons!
Head aboard!
Where is this ship? Oh.
Another game it is, then.
That was easy. There! See ya! I know what to do! We're up! Don't get it! See ya!
I hope I get a cool pirate keyblade from this world. I wonder if the Oathkeeper and Oblivion are in this game.
Go get him! Here we go! Fire! Back off! Back off! Heal! Okay.
Hey! And this!
Magnificent. I salute you all, gentlemen.
You're up to something.
Perish the thought. I know when I've been outdone.
You were outdone before you even started, mate. But I admire your conciliatory way of conceding defeat.
Yes. Now I believe I owe you your prize. But I neglected to ask what it is that you want. Perhaps you'll enlighten me.
Aye, that's easy. I want the chest that's aboard the Dutchman.
No, Jack! Don't tell him!
Really?
Not good.
Oh, Jack!
Well, I didn't tell him which Dutchman.
Actually, I outwitted him.
You knew he'd tell you where it was.
I've always been far more interested in the long game. Now let's see where it takes us. That is, if you stay apace.
Huh? After him!
Nay, there's no point.
Why not?
The ship's listing near to scuppers from that cannon fire. She'll be needing repairs. Best make berth at Port Royal.
What?
Look for crabs. They'll set her right.
Crabs? Why crabs?
Never mind the particulars, mate. The white crabs. Savvy?
Aye, aye.
$300 white crabs. Can I find them here? Oh. Thanks for holding down the fort up there, Donald and Goofy.
Thank you.
I guess they gotta give you a reason to explore the sea. Where are you keeping all those crabs, Sora? This is kind of creepy. How deep can we go? Ah, okay.
Yeah, I bet we'll find some ingredients around here. Look.
Am I getting some frame rate dips in here?
What's everybody looking at? Go, Sora, go!
Nice!
Oh.
Where did they all come from?
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
I've never seen it.
Ha.
This is fun.
What's making that cannon move?
Crabs!
Where'd they go? Do I have to actually get them? Seems like you could just pick him up. You don't gotta hit him.
I'll wait on the tree. The crabs are getting away! Yeah!
Wouldn't it be funny if you miss too many crabs and like that's it, you can't.
Yeah! Sora! Over here!
You gotta restart the game.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's raining crabs.
Yeah! Yeah!
Crabs!
Where? What did you see, Donald? Oh.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
This is a bit excessive. 300.
Yeah! Yeah!
I want seafood now.
Yeah!
I'd like to go visit Seattle. Hopefully not get mugged by an addict.
Sora! Over here! I found some!
Don't do drugs, kids. Or adults. It's really stupid to do them. I'm not just saying that as like Plucky Dare Officer cartoon dog, like, it's dumb. Don't do it.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I'd venture that's nearly enough.
Nearly enough. Yeah, Sora's too good for oh, hello. Sora's too good for ladders.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Yeah! 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 Heal! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Oh, hey. Look at all the crabs. Good God, there's crabs everywhere. Still doing alive.
Fire! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
They should get around.
Yeah! Here we go! Thanks!
Hey, what's making that cannon move?
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I got those crabs on the run. Oh, good. Whew. Is there anything interesting over here? I feel like I must have missed like a million chests and like Mickey symbols and stuff.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Oh.
Ready? Here goes!
Oh. Could have been using this to get around though. Oh, no, this sucks. Okay.
Ready? Here goes!
Why do you start in the opposite direction of the way I was going? Or is it just specifically to cross the bridge? Alright.
Aye, that's all of them. Now, to my final task. Be back in a trice.
Oh.
There, mates. Fit to sail any sea. Now, Sora, one final inquiry. Is there any particular reason you wanted this ship?
Yeah. To explore the seas. Free as the wind.
Good answer. You are a pirate. Captain
Yar
Sora.
har fiddle dee dee.
But Jack, why do you keep saying final? Like you're leaving.
Ah, it's because this me has run his course, mate.
This you?
Aye, the surrogate me that the goddess of the sea sent here to help you lot. Of course, any me is still me. I may be duplicatable, but I'm always incomparable. The sea, she smiles upon us, Sora. And let's leave it at that, shall we? For now, the real me has a crucial engagement. At Shipwreck Cove, where the pirate brethren will meet Beckett and his lot in battle to win back our freedom.
Then let us help.
No, it's for pirates to resolve, but not you, Sora. You're as free as the wind now, and far you'll go.
Oh.
So, Jack was showing us the way.
Even if he did get tricked.
Jack, he said it was the pirates' battle to fight. But a fight for pirates is a fight for us! Come on, let's find the real Jack.
It's my last full day in California. I'm leaving early tomorrow morning, around 7 or something, when the flight leaves. I'm walking back to Richard's house, my friend Richard, from having lunch with him on campus during his lunch break. It was good. I had some steak and some kale and some seasonal veggies. I'm gonna go back and shower, get cleaned up, and then around 3:30 I'm meeting Jamison's friend Damian is gonna come pick me up, take me to the house of Carl and Dolores where Jamison used to live, and I guess we're gonna have dinner together. So this all kind of happened better than I really expected. Like I hadn't announced my intentions before coming here to really anyone except Josh, and he took me to Ganal Lumber Company, and I just happened to meet the right people, and they kind of made this happen. I'm really happy. I'm really grateful. I think Jamison would be happy knowing that I'm gonna meet all these people and like have dinner in the house where he used to have dinner, where this nice couple would cook for him, and he said they treated him like family. It's just a privilege. I really like this area. I wish I had more time here. I hope I can come back. I'd like to do a bit more free-form exploration on my own, or with Richard. Not that I haven't had a good time, and I came here specifically for this stuff, and I prioritized it, and I'm happy it's happening. I just wish I had more time. I just wish I could do more of everything. I also wish I had more time to spend with these people. Go on a hike with Damian, maybe in one of the places he and Jamison used to hike. Go around with Josh, maybe see him actually doing his thing with recording and editing music and stuff. Go to the beach. Stuff Jamison used to like to do. And just, you know, different stuff. I like what's in these trees here. See why Jamison liked it here. A lot of the views I'm seeing of like the hillsides in the distance crowded with houses and buildings and stuff reminds me of some of the views I would see driving on the interstate in Washington when I used to live in Seattle. A little bit different from Seattle, but similar enough in the sense that, well, they're both really different from where we're from, Clarksville, Tennessee. I'd like to spend more time here. It's just surreal. Like, he talked so much about it.
So Dolores wants to give you a tour in a bit, but she did want me to walk you through and just show you that he had his hand in every single one of these pots. He watered every single plant here. He ate the fruit off these trees. And so, you know, she sees this garden as her memory of him and them working together every Saturday. He makes sure not to work on Saturdays because
she and Jamison worked together in this garden.
we had his going away party here. They all sat around the fire pit right here, and you know, maybe about 12 of us all sitting around.
It's just gorgeous out here. He was so lucky to be able to live here.
I'm sure you know he was pretty outdoorsy.
Yeah.
Probably nice. You know, he'd make the joke like, we're all kicking it over there, and somebody, hey, I stepped on my grass. Walk on my yard. They've got it all.
Yeah.
Jamison waiting for me for have a dinner.
Turn on the light.
No, pero está un tiradero.
While she was making dinner,
Yeah.
you would wait here and be a part of the experience of making dinner, and there was this little spot.
Yeah,
to
and he
wait.
tell me, oh, Dolores, I think you never, pensé que nunca ibas a llegar.
So
He would
you'd be
always
waiting
say,
here. Yeah.
like, I'm just waiting. He's like, oh, I never thought you were going to come home. I was waiting for so long.
Yeah,
He would say that to-
This TV, because they watching.
So this was a little
Can you imagine all this stuff actually fit in the kitchen?
Yeah, I think so. Wow. Maybe.
It looks really, really nice though. It came out really, really nice.
Yeah. Okay, and we walk in. No.
Oh, sorry. It's okay.
I have a picture from his birthday last
Oh, really?
year. Yeah. I can send you.
Just
Of his bedroom.
that would be great.
Yeah, I can send it to you. I have a picture of his cake and him smiling. That's also
Tan,
For his 25th birthday.
I think it was 25th, right?
I think so.
Bed, the same bed, the same everything. Same couch.
So it's repeated motion that.
This was Jamison's bedroom.
Eh?
Jamison's bedroom.
Uh-huh.
Or did you twist?
Yeah, you can feel.
His same little nap time. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But it
Thought you were serious.
supposed to do
Okay, and
is
there's
either
a
going
bathroom.
down or
Okay. Este era, tú siempre te gusta la madera buena.
a gift from your brother. Give me
What?
a nice solid piece of wood.
So that he's holding in his hand is called Ipe, and that piece alone is probably worth about $40.
Oh.
And the name again?
Ipe.
Ipe.
Uh-huh.
And where does it come from?
Brazil. It's a Brazilian
Brazil.
hardwood. Uh-huh.
So is that tropical?
It's a tropical wood. It's extreme, yeah. That's an expensive piece of wood he got you. So Dolores was saying that Jamison bought it for him because he knew that Carl liked wood. And so when he came across this piece, the
Volteala así para que la mire.
fact that it's a rare and expensive piece of wood, he brought it home for Carl and gave it to him.
Well,
$40 right there.
How much?
That's a $40 piece of wood right there. Try to drill a hole through that. It's tough.
Wait a minute.
Cut that stuff up.
I need a special drill.
You need a carbide. You need a carbide blade to go through that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's also called ironwood. Yeah.
Okay.
Fancy dancy.
It's
Ok, dile, cuando venían los amigos, aquí ponían las bancas y ahí prendían lumbre.
Oh, when we came over for his birthday, or when friends would come over, they would put the fire on and we'd just hang out around.
This was the chill spot.
this was the spot.
Yep. Chill spot.
Ya, y aquí, aquí, este era su lugar siempre, ¿no? Aquí siempre se sentaba.
Always sit was right there, right here.
Right
He
here.
always
Yeah.
put his chair right here.
Ya, esa, aquí se la ponía.
Uh-huh.
Sí, ¿no?
And he'd vape up a storm, so there was more smoke coming from him than there was from the fire pit. And all of his friends, you know, they all met each other in the sobriety home or whatever.
Yeah.
So they were all big time vapors.
Oh.
So they all like, you know, we'd have like 5 vapes in the circle, just like blowing smoke the whole time, you know. ¿Qué más?
Así que cuando quería hacer una limonada, pues él venía y cortaba los limones.
So he would cut lemons from this tree to make lemonade for everybody.
Wow.
Ah, aquí me ayudó a podar aquí el guayabo.
Oh. ¿Ustedes pusieron?
Ok, él le ayudó a podar
So
Aquí hay dos árboles. Aquí teníamos dos árboles y él ayudó a Carl a quitar uno.
So there was a tree here, and him and Carl ripped out the tree.
Wow.
That used to be here.
Ya, la misma cosa.
The same tree. So they tore that thing down. Wow, that is a big lemon.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier.
Sí. Ok, y también él ayudaba a mantenerlo del tamaño. Dilo también para que.
So he trimmed the trees. He was the tree trimming guy.
Did lots of work back here, huh?
This one gives out pink guayabas, so it's kind of cool.
Guayaba is guava thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have a translation. Guava, guayaba.
So we got plenty of fruits.
Era otro aguacate, pero todo este tronco. Así quedaban los aguacatitos de este tamaño. Explícale, váyanle diciendo.
So there used to be an avocado tree here too, but it would make these little tiny avocados.
Y Jamison me ayudó a cortarlo.
And Jamison helped her cut it so that it would produce more fruit. Chopped everything up into little pieces. They just left that side so that it would grow up and hopefully get better fruit.
Era grande,
Seems like
era
it's gonna get
grueso.
better fruit. For now, another tree you took out.
Ya. Dormía y luego me salía y me decía, ¿en qué te ayudo?
So he'd come home, he'd work. He'd come home, he'd sleep, and he'd just wake up and just say, hey, what can I help you with? What can I do for you?
Wow.
So de la casa y todo, ¿ah?
Sí.
And that's housework, yard work, everything. Just always wanted to help her out.
I heard that's how he was at work too.
Yeah. He was definitely a hard worker, man.
Esto también ha ayudado, también a todo me ayudaba a podar.
So he would trim everything, all the big stuff or whatever. He was like in charge of trimming.
Con Carl.
With Carl.
Oh yeah.
Together.
You should send the pictures when we go hiking.
I only have one. I got a new phone, and then I already.
I think so. Él tiene las mejores fotos. He has the best pictures. Sí, lo voy a contactar.
Chris?
Chris, ¿te acuerdas de Chris?
He was the silly guy at his birthday.
No, él no estaba.
You didn't
Es de
come?
otro bulto.
¿Yo no esto?
No, Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Era que salía sin zapatos y yo lo regañaba.
Oh.
Jamison, pata de perro.
Without shoes, and she'd get mad at him.
And she'd say that he had feet of dog.
Oh.
Dog feet.
Y sí, y él me decía, yo me gusta.
He likes it.
Ajá, I like it. Sí.
Feet of a dog.
You're gonna get sick. It's cold outside.
Aquí había otro durazno, una peach grande y el vecino puso un mirror, dile, y para que vaya saliendo, puso un espejo y reflejó y me quemó un aguacate y me quemó el durazno. Entonces Jamison y Carl tuvieron que quitar
So the
las
neighbors
cosas.
put up a mirror and it burned the trees.
Oh.
So they had to take out this peach tree because it burned from the mirror.
Oh, wow.
Y esa era su guayaba favorita.
That was his favorite guava tree. His favorite tree, I guess.
To eat it?
¿Por qué?
Sí.
Yeah.
Had the best fruit.
I don't think it's fruity. I mean, I don't think that there's a lot right now. They're green.
Esa era la fruta grande, ese tamaño.
So
Big
mix
fruit.
big guavas. You'd come here and
Okay.
big guavas.
Esa es blanca y esta es amarilla.
This one's white and that one's yellow.
And then the other one we saw was pink. So he liked the white
Y
ones.
aquel era otra guayaba. Aquel es otra guayaba en pequeña, blanca. Cuando él comía una de aquellas, se comía tres. Se comía tres porque eran muy chiquitas. ¿Por qué te...? Mira, me voy a comer tres. ¿Por qué? Porque están muy chiquitas.
So he would eat 3 at a time on the other tree because he says those are too small. It doesn't fulfill, it like fulfills for one, eating 3.
Okay.
Yeah, he was always down to work, man. He was really good with customers. He was always, going above and beyond for whoever needed whatever they needed,
Yeah.
Always wanted to
He liked being outdoors for sure.
really back to sleep. Other than that, it was like...
¿Qué?
Oh, things that need to be done.
You're so tan. Why are you so tan? How can you so tan?
Telephone?
Okay, this chair. When he is in the phone, always this chair. He come over here, have a seat, and he was in the telephone. Yeah, he was sit over here, or he put it right there. He put the chair. Sometimes he's here, or he put it a chair like this.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can see. I watching him for the
Oh.
I watching him. Oh, he's there. Yeah.
Jamison.
Cuando this one is when he is stopped to smoke. He had the flavor. I don't know what is that, and he was he was in the telephone.
Jamison estaba muy feliz aquí.
Muy feliz. Does your mama tell him talking about Rob, and she said, like, no.
So, ¿conociste a la mamá?
Right?
Yeah.
¿Conociste a la mamá?
Sí. I don't remember. How many days your mama here? 4 days? And Jamison, Jamison tell me his mother come and visit. And I tell him, okay, tell her come and visit. And he asking me how much I charge extra. I said, no. You need to leave your bedroom and live in the couch, in the living room.
Yeah.
Okay. They have 3 days, I think so.
Yeah. I see the bed to your mother, so she had his bed to sleep on, and he slept in the living room.
Right. Yeah.
Vino para el cumpleaños de Jamison, pero no se quedó. We celebrate the birthday, but your mama leave 2 days before because their job.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had to go work.
Right.
Yeah, we have a lot of things.
Like last night when I was in bed, I was trying to think what was my favorite memory.
Really?
What was it?
And no, I couldn't think of like one specifically, but I remember like the drive home from one of the hikes that we did, and it was just us three. And I remember talking to him, and it was like the conversation that he was gonna go away, and I don't know, I was like a little like, are you sure you just want to leave it all? And like, I love adventure, but I was like kind of nervous, I guess. I remember that conversation, him being very like vulnerable and very like real, and I was like, that's Damian. Like, I remember Damian was in the back, and I was just like, oh my god, this guy is just like, he's like in his feels, and Damian's like being silly, and I'm like, Damian, can you please like stop? Like, Jamison's being a real, like he's talking about what he's worried about, and Damian is in the back like being as silly as can be. I remember that. He was driving, I was the passenger, Damian was in the back. I don't know, I remember when we went to go get sushi, and it was a big group of us.
All you can eat.
All you can eat. And I was like, everybody was like shoving it, kept eating, or like, I don't know, there's a lot of things that happened.
And Jamison said you was very sick because you eat too much. And he was sick too because he ate too much,
Well, the problem was we went with this big group, and at all you can eat sushi, whatever you don't eat, they charge you extra for. So they bring you all this food, and you have to eat it all, and you order as you go. Well, we ordered too much food, and in the end, nobody was down to help us finish. So Jamison and I just looked each other in the eye, and we're like, "All right, dude."
It was like gross. Like the amount that they ate was like, where are you putting this?
But Jamison's thing was always like, I am broke and I cannot pay extra ever for anything, so we have to eat all this sushi. You know?
That's what Josh was saying yesterday.
So we were just, oh man, that was tough. That was a tough, that was a tough dinner.
It's expensive. I need to. Jamison, do you want something to eat before you go? No, because I went to the sushi. Jamison, have something to eat. No, because it's expensive and I eat a lot. Yeah, Jamison, you'll be sick later. No, I be careful now. Voy a tener cuidado. Okay.
I remembered I was a cashier, and he would leave before Dolores sometimes. So Dolores is like, oh, in the refrigerator, I left this, and this. You should warm it up. And he's like, like just very like dismissive, but also like with a smile on his face, like excited to go home to eat it. But at the same time, he's like, shh, don't tell people that like we live together. Like stop.
Yeah, well, because he's my grandkid, no? Okay, Jamison, we have there. I repeat the what we have in the refrigerator, and he said, okay. But I leave yesterday lasagna. Jamison, you eat lasagna yesterday, this morning. Oh, and he take it for lunch too. Lasagna. Maybe next time when you come, I make lasagna. Lasagna.
So one of my favorite stories, because I was thinking about this too.
Su favorita.
Tinga.
Oh yeah. The chicken.
Yeah.
Tinga. Because then one time I have a lasagna and he have lasagna eat all week. And Tinga, he can eat every day. And take a lunch. And for lunch too.
And so what did we have for his birthday?
We had pozole and Tinga.
Pozole and Tinga.
Yeah.
And
that was his first time ever having pozole too, I think.
And you pissed him off on his last birthday.
Primera vez, ¿no?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you were playing with his cake, and he's like, stop, this is my time to shine, and Damian's touching his frosting, and he got really upset. Like, right before we sang to him, Damian, stop touching my Oreo. It was like a real problem, because he's eating the Oreo.
¿En serio?
Yeah, he was really serious and upset because they're touching his cake, you know. It's like the cake is here, and we were all around, and Damian just, like, he plays too much, and Damian's like, puts his finger, licks his finger, then he gets the Oreo and kind of like smudges it, and he's like, and Damian's like, I'm serious. No, I mean, Jamison's like, I'm serious, don't touch it. It's like, all of a sudden we're all like, okay, happy birthday. It was just kind of funny. It was just like their relationship kind of just showing how you irritate them sometimes.
Yeah.
What was your favorite story?
I think the one that comes to my mind is, I don't remember where we were at, but we were in the middle of the wilderness somewhere, and we had got to this point in the forest when it was just spider webs everywhere, like you're walking just through spider webs, right? And so we're walking around with sticks, keeping the spider webs away from us, we find this like beautiful little spot. So we sit at this spot. This is where we're gonna have our lunch. There's like waterfalls next to us, and there's dragonflies going around and stuff. And we see this like ball like of hair, and we're like, "What the hell is that?" You know? And we're like tripping out, like, "What is that?" And so we're sitting there eating, and like I'm poking it, and he pokes it, and it was just a pile of spiders, like a big ball of spiders that just like just took off, you know? And like we were just surrounded by like spider webs. There were spider webs all over the place. And yeah, I just remember sitting there for a while and, you know, just chitting and chatting and being next to the water like that. And of course he was always puffing on his
his vape.
And
I remember him trying to get things out of the water. Like, all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh my god, everybody has to look. There's a frog in the water." Or like something like a lizard. And he would grab it. I don't know how. And I'm like super scared. Like, I do not like bugs. I don't like insects. Nothing. He's like, "Oh, look at this." I'm like, "Don't bring that next to me." I'd be so mad. But he's like, "Oh, this is what it's called. And they like to live in this environment. And it's really cool that we found it." And I'm like, "Yeah, just put it back." He really liked animals and bugs and
he always knew a bunch of stuff about them.
Pero se sabía las explicaciones bien, pues de todo.
Yeah, he knew the explanations.
Yeah, he knew
like the environment they like to live in, what they like to eat, and he dorked out in that stuff.
He would text me stuff just at random when I was living in Seattle, like about grasshoppers or fish, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks, Jamison." It'd be like a novel he sent me. Just like he sent me the Wikipedia page, basically.
Yeah, the first time I ever saw a bullfrog in my life, he was there with me too. And I was like, "What is that? It's huge." You know, they're like, you know, loud. And I'm like, "What the hell?" And he's just like, "Yeah, that's a bullfrog." Like nothing. And I was like, "This is incredible. This is crazy. I can't believe this."
And physically, how large was the bullfrog?
Huge. They were like this big.
Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. Huge. Humongous.
More than your shoulders?
I mean, we were maybe 100 feet away from it, you know, from the water, and just watching it go by. I mean, we first heard it, and we heard it, he goes, "Oh yeah, that's a bullfrog." I'm like, "Oh, I've never seen a bullfrog." Like, "Yeah, they're just big frogs." So we go and we look, and there's a giant bullfrog just swimming around in the water like that. Just big old frog. And then another story I got is when we used to hike Malibu, the cool thing about Malibu was you started first and you had to climb a wall, and then you were on a trail and you'd get all the way like 2-3 hours later. When you got to the end, there was a dam, a big wall. And you know, we did this trail often, and there's a ladder, there's like a 60-foot ladder that you got to climb to go up over the dam. Well, one day we went and they locked up the ladder, so you didn't have access to the ladder. But we were like, "Oh man, we're not going to turn around and go all the way back, you know?" So we had to figure out a way to climb up the dam without using the ladder, you know? So we were like going from tree to tree and trying to figure it out, and like it took us a while, but eventually we made it up to the dam. We had to climb over some barbed wire. We had to like maneuver around it and figure out a way, and we made it, you know? We made it. And we're like just on the side of like a 60-foot drop to just peril and death if we messed up at all. We did a lot of stuff that was like, "Alright, this is gonna be kinda dangerous, but we're both pretty capable. We should be able to do this just fine, you know?" Yeah. Yep.
He would say to us, like, "Did you hear them playing music? Can't you hear all the birds? Like, isn't that enough?" Like, just like shitting on people who played music while they're hiking. They're like,
and he was hoping, he was praying for the day that he would catch somebody spray painting on the trails, because there's always somebody that goes around and spray paints on the trails. And he was just hoping and praying. He's like, "If I ever see somebody spray painting on a trail, like that's a confrontation waiting to happen." Like
and he's not a confrontational person.
No, yeah, but he was just like always like, "Dude, I just don't understand it. Why you take a spray can with you while you're hiking, you know?" Yeah, so that's another reason why we used to like to go off trail and go really deep, was to stay away from like people and civilization and hikers that play music. Like, come on. Walking through the forest and listening to Lil Wayne, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It's interesting hearing all this, because I feel like I didn't really know him as an adult. Like I was either well, he was either, you know, like really kind of in the depths of addiction, or I was in Seattle or Korea. So
I think
he was always extremely, extremely polite. I mean, it didn't matter if you were barking in his face, he would be just completely and utterly polite with you, bottom line. If you ever asked him for help or anything, he was always willing to help. You know, you wouldn't even need to ask him for help. He would ask you if you needed help, or whatever it may possibly be.
Yeah.
Yep. And we never found that burger. He was looking for his dream burger for a long time, and we never found it.
When he and I drove to Seattle together, we went to Dick's, which is like a famous burger and fries place in Seattle. And they're famous for like getting the food out really fast. And so Jamison ordered a burger, and then, like, I wasn't looking, so I didn't see it. But then I looked back at him, and he like looked really troubled. His face was like, and the burger was on the counter, and he was like, "That guy put that burger on the counter before I had time to pull my money out of my wallet." He was like really bothered by that.
We never found his burger. Yep.
That when he was doing drugs back home, that the lowest point of like when he was doing, he's like, it didn't, like the location started changing on where he did drugs because his veins would like hide and stuff. And he said that no longer he was using the same needle so many times.
Yeah. And you're supposed to use it once or something.
And, yeah, you're supposed to use it once.
Yeah.
And he was using it so many times that the little syringe broke. So he's like, dude, I made the best invention so I could shoot up. So he's like, I got a pen cap and I got this and I got everything together. And he's like, but the problem was you need one hand. Like, he didn't have enough, like, to work the device, you needed your 2 fingers to use it. So then he's like, shoot. So he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna try it with my mouth. So when he tries it with his mouth, all of a sudden he chips his tooth. And he's like, that's where I like woke up and I was like, God damn, I like took it a little too far. So that's because I never even asked him. He just like opened up about that story, and I think it was on his birthday he brought that up, that story up when we were outside. Yeah. But it just made me realize that he's not like he's a very open person. Like the more I got to know him, it was like he didn't hide behind his past, or he didn't pretend it didn't exist. He was like, this is where I came from, and California has been like a great place for me to like be sober and have a sober life. And like he was really grateful that like he was able to make this move and find so many people that were like with him during this journey of like sobriety. And he's like, and it's been a journey from chipping my tooth till today.
Que no se canse las manos.
¿A quién? Ah, sí, mira.
Also, if you get tired,
you can rest your camera on this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I don't know. I thought that was, it kind of like showed me like how vulnerable and how open he is.
But again, his willpower was crazy. Like I never saw him even be tempted to partake in anything. Yeah. Whether it was alcohol or smoking weed or anything like that.
And it was crazy. It's like Cody liked drinking a lot, and Cody is like drinks a lot, and when he would come he would bring beer, and Jamison didn't drink with him ever. So it's like even if he had the temptation, he wouldn't go in. Look, it gives her the goosebumps thinking about it. And he was like really good about like, oh, just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember him talking about his girlfriends and like who he liked, and like he's such a lovey-dovey person. It's like goo goo gaga kind of stuff. Like
yeah, I was never like, ooh yeah, I want that girl. It's like, nah, no. I want that girl to be my wife.
Yeah, and like, oh, I love her so much, and you're just like, oh my god, Jamison.
Oh, I have another story. One time we were hiking, and Catalina walked into like a spike bush. Mm-hmm. Like it's this bush that's just got sharp edges, almost like a aloe vera kind of, but like thinner. I don't know what it's called. And the freaking thing went right through her leg. It like came through one side, like went through her skin, like just the fat of her skin, like that, and just like stabbed right through like that. Oh. Boom. And just like immediately started bleeding. We're like, what the? How does that happen? Like that is the weirdest injury we've ever seen.
Who did you see it on?
Catalina. Catalina got stabbed. Yeah.
I didn't meet her.
And it was a succulent like Olivera is?
Yo pienso que
No.
debe haber sido como agave, porque se oyen las espinas bien puntiagudas.
Yeah, pero no era como...
She's saying it could have been an agave, but they're not
Agave or maguey.
Pero fue algo similar, como it was the same shape, but the leaves were only like this thin, and the tip it's just super sharp. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was interesting. No, pero también estaba diciendo Judith que él habló de que eso fue muy difícil cuando su papá casó otra vez.
Ah, sí.
Y que eso fue difícil. Esa señora.
Yours is a pineapple looking like. Wait.
I like one.
Move the bag. I'll just put it Thanks.
Pizza for each of us.
Yum. Yeah, she's bossing us around to wash our hands.
Oh
my goodness.
I'm sorry. I thought it was 2 tins, and you probably did too. Era 70.
Ah, ok. Qué bueno que te fijaste. Muchas gracias. No, gracias. Así que la chica me dijo 60. Ella fue la culpa, pero
Entonces, otra vez, mil
no fue mi
gracias.
culpa, ¿eh?
Y no me recuerdo.
No me recuerdo.
Déjame, no te brindes solo.
He would only buy the energy drinks at a certain place. He's like, oh no, I don't buy them unless you get the deal.
Yeah, and he gets
Such a
rock
cheap-
stars.
yeah.
He's always getting rock stars. He would drink like half of it, and then he would give me the other half, and I'd drink the other half. And we'd go hiking, and we'd have that like
O a
energy
veces le
drink.
decías, Jamison, eso está viejo. Okay, can you have the Pepsi? Have the Coke. And I asked him, Jamison, we're going to the thing. Dolores, what are you doing? Es muy vieja, Jamison.
It's old.
It's old.
No,
And Jameson be like, no, don't throw it away. I'm gonna drink this. It's been sitting there for 2 days. He's like, don't waste it, you know?
Oh, he was
So,
so,
yeah, we would
cheap.
have-
He was so cheap. It was ridiculous.
He wasn't cheap.
Yes, he
just,
was.
You know,
It's 'cause
he
you're
liked,
cheap.
he liked
It's
a
'cause
little
he's
value, you know? He
He's
likes that.
cheap too.
He likes the value. He likes the sale.
Él era muy cuidadoso con el dinero. And when Carl and me invite him to have a sushi or take the restaurant, he looking for the cheap things they have in the restaurant.
The lowest
Because he don't
price.
want to spend. We spend too much money.
Oh, he's
Yeah, tell the story because que Carl tell you. Cuando íbamos al restaurante, cuéntale para que lo ponga.
Oh, he would scan the menu and look for the least expensive because he was rather frugal. Yeah.
En el sushi.
That's why they were friends, because they're both really cheap.
I'm not cheap.
Yeah, you are.
I am not
Yes,
cheap.
you are.
No, I am
Yes,
not.
you are.
Uh-uh.
You are aware of your spending like no other.
No, I'm not. That's not true.
And he was telling me when he tell me, Dolores, I feel like I'm rich. Why, Jamison? Because I have 8,800 in the bank. It's the first time I save money. Oh, very good, Jamison. Very good. Yes. He is very happy because he have 8,800. And it was when he won Colombia. Yeah. Yes.
The first time.
The first time. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so we always had our energy drink before we started, and then at some point he'd pull out that one that he got for free, and he'd be like,
Damn, the best
and he
drink
would always
ever.
make a comment like, yeah, dog, I got this one for free, you know?
And he wouldn't buy them from Ganal because he didn't get the deal. So like, since I was a cashier, I mean, it was rare when I ever rang him up for a drink. But he would go to the 7-Eleven, drive out of his way, so he could get the free one. And I was like, oh my god,
On his
Jason.
10-minute break, he'd spend 9 minutes and 49 seconds buying the drink and then come back. Yeah.
I never called him Jamison. I always called him J-Mo.
Yeah, me too.
So it's weird saying his full name?
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like it was more so something that I would direct towards him. So now I'm saying Jamison more often.
Yeah.
Like it was more like, hey, J-Mo, what's up, man? Like, what are you doing?
My family called him J-Mo a lot, and I would always make up kind of weird names for him. So I would call him J-Mokes, which is just like J-Mo with an A-X at the end. I don't know why. And I called him Jamal sometimes,
just a bit small.
I don't know. It's like you just take Jamison and just like cut off half the name and just all Jamal. Yeah. Called him Jamal Thrupp.
Jamal Thrupp?
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. Yeah, it was always just J-Mo to me.
You introduced me.
J-Man? Huh?
You introduced me as J-Mo, so it just like stuck.
Yeah. Kept always trying to convince him to change his rap name to J-Money. It's beautiful, it's perfect, it works so well.
People used to call me J-Bags. Like I didn't rap like he did, but just like some friends called me that.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. J-Money Bags. J-Money Bags, that would have been dope. That would have been awesome. Yeah, that would have been awesome. He would have saved more than 8,800 with that rap name for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that we ran into, or that I saw Josh, because I've been looking for his music, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Josh, I met him one time. And I remember when we went hiking, and we had to kind of like put up with Josh because he wasn't down to like climb that or jump over that or climb that tree over there to get to that ledge over there to see what's behind that, you know? So I remember that day that we went, I was like, oh man, like, okay, we gotta babysit this guy, you know? Make sure he doesn't twist his ankle or fall off a cliff. Or something like that. Where did we go? I don't remember what it was called.
Pasaste bastantes días yendo con él.
Cada domingo.
They went like every Sunday hiking.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got to know Jamison, through the hikes.
Did you guys ever go to the island, Catalina?
No. We talked about it one time, and then he did some research on it, and he was like, it's like, there's nothing special over there, like, you know. And again, he was very frugal, so he didn't want to pay to take the ferry over there to hike somewhere where he didn't really see there was like anything different. The only thing he pointed out was that there's buffalo on Catalina Island, and he was like, yeah, it might be cool to see some buffalo. But that was about it.
He heard how much the little train, right? Or
the little ferry.
And he's like, nah.
So instead we would just drive for like 3 hours to to get somewhere different. Yeah, dude, I've been to a lot of places because, you know, we needed new places to go. Yeah.
And one time, Chris come and visit Jamison. What happened with Chris?
Do you know anything?
Yo ni sé quién es.
Chris es el Chris.
Él trabajó por.
No, estamos hablando de Chris, el primo de ellos, el cousin.
Oh, Christopher. Oh, yeah, he did. He drove out to visit. Yeah.
He said what's up with him.
She's asking you
how's he doing? I think he's okay. When I went to visit last week, I met his dad and his stepmother, and he was supposed to come, but then for some reason he was busy. He didn't specify, so I didn't see him. But he said hello. I think he's doing okay. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Okay, do you remember he have a friend? He have a friend and the friend, Jamison sold the car to the friend, and the friend made, I don't know what he did.
At the time that Jamison wanted to leave. And she was stubborn. I was like, she's like, no, I don't want him to leave. If he goes, I'm not going to let him live at my house anymore. I'm gonna tell him that he can't come back to my house, because she's like, maybe that will encourage him to not go. And then she takes it back. She's like, no, I can't say that either. But she did not want him to leave. She felt like going over there wasn't safe. She's like, that's a country where there's a lot of killing, a lot of things like that. She's like, why are you gonna leave? You have a safe place here. And I was trying to tell her, you can't hold somebody back from adventure. You can't, you have to let him go. She's like, well, he can go, but he's not going to get my consent. Like, she's not going to get my blessing to go.
I don't want to have a responsibility because I don't want somebody kill him, and I don't want to be in his life like this.
Yeah, she was really against it. So I always told her, you have to let him make his own decisions. But she's like, well, I'm not going to give him the blessing to go.
His sponsor really didn't want him to go to at Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah, so I think Dolores, it was hard for her because she always said it was her nephew.
No, mi nieto.
Oh, how do you say?
My grandchildren.
Grandson?
My grandson.
She says, oh, he's my other grandson. So I think she really adopted him as her own, so it was really hard even to think about him moving far. It was hard for her. She's like, I would rather you go to where your family's at, but she's like, I think this is the best place for you. So she really would tell him, and he would hear her, but it was he was fixated on his plan, I guess.
That was... he had to have been so happy here.
Yeah.
His phone chair. Thank you.
Yeah, and you can put that, because sometimes Jamison have been walking in this area and no shoes.
No shoes. No shoes, okay. Alright. Oops, I'm recording. Hit the wrong button. I guess it's gonna make it into the tribute video.
Pizza?
Oh.
Do you want to take us on? Pizza?
Can I see? What is it? Oh, pizza. Oh.
I'll take a pepperoni, mitad. A pepperoni.
Do you want to take us on? Pizza?
Sure, I'll take it if you don't want it. Yeah, Jamison and I were really different. I don't know what he said about me, but I feel like I was pretty mean to him when we were kids. We thought so differently, and I was the older brother, and we got along when we were adults.
Sometimes think as the oldest child, sometimes we try our best, but sometimes our execution, we're also growing in the process also.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like you're a perfect sibling, I feel like being the oldest, I definitely have done things to my siblings that I'm not proud of or sad, but I think we try to love people, and sometimes we don't even know how to do it. I wish I texted him back the moment he texted me. I hope he knew how much everybody cared about him. I hope he did. I hope it wasn't, he didn't leave lonely, because he was not alone. He had a lot of friends and a lot of people who loved him.
I don't think he was lonely. He loved it here. He was really happy, and he talked about all the memories and the things he'd seen and the people he'd met. I think he was grateful.
He had a very grateful heart. He said California had treated him so well. He's like, Tennessee just wasn't a place for me. Because I asked him, I was like, would you go back? And he's like, you know what, California's been good to me. I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon. So that makes me happy. It helped him be sober and be happy and find a community. Because Ganal was a community to him. It was like a home. It was a safe place.
Sounds like they cared about him there too.
Mm-hmm. Memory lasts.
Can't get my camera to focus.
He was just such a frugal person, but it was funny. He was acting like he didn't get a paycheck. We all knew He had his brand new paycheck there. It was cheap. It just makes me laugh.
It was funny when Damian said he always had a Rockstar energy drink with him. Because I remember when we were both living in Tennessee still, I must have been like 22, 23. I'd gotten this like extra sized Rockstar. It was like so big it had a resealable cap because they figure you're not going to drink it all in one sitting. And I drank a lot of it, and then I was kind of done. And there was still a lot left, and I was like out and about on the town, and so like I texted him at random, and I was like, I don't know where you are, but if you want my Rockstar, you can have it. And he's like, I'm about to be at the Taco Bell on Madison Street. So I drove to Taco Bell, and I just met him inside and handed him the Rockstar and then left. So
what a brotherly thing to do.
I went about my business, he went about his business. Right before I handed it to him, I took like this big swig of it while like just making eye contact with him. For some reason he thought that was funny.
No, he loved his energy drink, but it had to be where he could get the free one,
Yeah,
because if not, it was not worth it.
Yeah.
And he never littered.
Good.
He never littered, and if he saw a can on his hike, he would pick the can up, squish it, and put it in his backpack. And I would always say, you're gonna get a sticky ass backpack. He's like, it's not your backpack, it's mine.
I'm proud of him for that.
Yeah, so he'd pick up random ass people's cans, sometimes put sand in it to like get the liquid out and then pour it out to help the fear I had that you're gonna have a
sticky backpack.
He didn't care. He would take one of the drinks on the hike, but he would put it in his backpack. I remember that.
That's good. I can't stand litter.
Track to go on hikes for hours and hours, and he was always really nice. If you wanted to stop, he'd be like, okay, let's take a water break, whatever. But no, it wasn't like a little teeny walk in the park. It was a full-on hike, and you can't finish until you get to a certain spot that they think is good enough. That made me always laugh. Just past the knoll to the right of this.
It's okay, I was there yesterday.
And it was hard for me because he passed away and I kind of left around all that time. So when I hang out with Ganal people, I expect him to be there. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody else kind of felt him gone. But I felt like I was there, and when I was there and he left for Colombia, but then like all of a sudden he wasn't around, you know, and it was hard because I like left and I haven't really felt, I don't know, I just haven't let him really rest because I still think he's like alive. Some part of me does, you know.
Doesn't feel real.
Doesn't feel real. She's bossy and she tells you how things have to be done and everything, but when she saw Jamison, she brought him in and she really loved him. She really, really loved him, and it's been such a hard process for her. When I called her and I told her the news, and I also told Damian the news, and Dolores was, I could just hear her over the phone, and I told her, do you want me to come over? I have really bad news to tell you. And then she's like, what? And I was like, just tell me now. And I could hear her voice trembling the moment I told her. And anger. She was angry. Yeah. She was angry that he left. She was angry at herself. Like, it was her responsibility. And I told her, he is his own man and his own person. Like, you can't be mad at yourself. And she's like, she was really, really upset. Genuinely upset at herself. Like, because she allowed him to leave. And I'm like, Dolores, you did not allow him to leave.
There's no way she could have ever stopped him.
I'm like, that was his destiny to go. You couldn't stop it, you know?
I'm gonna take a right here. It's like right up here.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So, you could see Dolores